showing you how I make a flip-flop wreath. Now, one of you have asked me, oh goodness, it's been a couple of months ago, I think, to make a flip-flop wreath. And so I have been trying to figure out in my mind exactly how I wanted to do this. Been looking at all kinds of flip-flop wreaths and have finally figured out what I would like to put into my flip-flop wreath. But some of the supplies that you're going to need, of course, are flip-flops. Now, I did get these flip-flops at the dollar store. You can also get them at Walmart for like 98 cents or something like that. Now, you can get them in all kinds of designs and colors, and you can buy all plain ones if you want and paint on them, stamp on them, glue things onto them like little flowers, little gemstones. Whatever you want. You can decorate this any way that you like. Now I'm going to be tying little ribbons on mine just to give it a little bit of pop there, a little bit of fluffiness to my wreath. So I'll be showing you how I did that. You may need a glue gun and some wire to hold your flip-flops onto your frame. Now I just have a, let me get it here. I've kind of got my flip-flops laid out on it just a little bit, trying to figure out what I want it to do. Some kind of form. I'm going to be using a wire form, but you can use foam or straw or whatever that you want. Also, you're going to need, if you want to add little strips of fabric to your flip-flops, you're going to need like scrap fabric or whatever. But I did purchase handkerchiefs at Hobby Lobby, and just some different colors here, kind of to go with my flip-flops. And so I'm going to be cutting these into strips and making little ties for my flip-flops. So that may be some of the materials you need. Now, I also picked up this tin garden stake. You know, you stick it out in your yard because I liked the flower, and the flower matched the colors of my wreath. And I may be using this in the center. I may not. I don't know. It just depends on how I feel. I may make a bow to go in the center. I don't know. Sometimes when I do my crafts, I just, you know, go with the flow, and whatever happens, happens. So anyway, that's probably not much help to you, but anyway, it may give you some ideas for your very own. Now to start with, I took one of my handkerchiefs like this, and I'm just going to be going around it with my pinking shears all the way around, just to give it a kind of a nice edge. Now you can buy other scissors, other craft scissors that have all different kind of designs in them. You know, little swags, or just all kinds of different shapes. So you do not have to use the pinking shears. You can use any kind of crafting, and you do not have to give it an edge at all. You just give it a straight edge if you want. But anyway, I'm just going to go all the way around my handkerchief with my pinking shears. Then I'm going to be cutting them into 1-inch strips, and then I will decide the length that I want to go onto each of my flip-flops. Okay, so like I said, you can go all the way around your piece of material, whether you have a handkerchief like this, or if you have just scrap materials. Just trim that out with your particular pair of scissors that you're going to use, whether it's pinking shears or some other design scissor. I've got it all trimmed out, I'm going to go ahead and cut 1-inch strips all the way across my piece of fabric here. Roughly 1-inch strips. It doesn't have to be exactly, but you kind of want to, if you start out at 1 inch, you kind of want to keep them all at 1 inch. So there'll be just strips like this, about 1 inch wide right here, and then we'll be cutting them to length once we get the flip-flops out. Now I've got 2 different size flip-flops. I've got an adult size, I think it's a medium, and then a child size, a small. So that you can just play with and get whatever you like. You can make them all the same size. It's just going to be whatever works best for you. So I'm going to continue making my 1-inch strips. Okay, so I've got all of my handkerchief cut into 1-inch strips. And I do have 4 different colors. Now you do not have to use 4 different colors. You can use just the 1, you can use 2, you can use 3, whatever you like. But the next step that I'm going to show you is you're just going to take one of your strips. Here, let me set these aside for a second so that you can see better. So you're going to take one of your strips and you're going to fold it in half. And you're just going to cut it right there in the middle. And then you're going to fold it in half again. And you're going to cut it right there in the middle like that. And then you've got 4 different little piles here if you have 4 different colors. And I'm going to show you on one of the shoes how I'm going to attach these. So you're just going to take one of them and you're just going to attach it here by just tying it into a knot. Get a little closer so you can see. I'm just going to make a knot. If I can get a hold of it there. You're just going to have a little knot just like this. And you're just going to put all 4 colors on one side. And then you're going to do the other side as well. Okay, so that's my 8 little bows that I have tied on there, and as you can see how cute that looks. Now you can continue and wrap the whole piece of this shoe, this plastic part right here, if you want to. I may do that, but I want to make sure that I have enough of this little a ribbon to go around. So I'm just going to do 4 to start with. After I get my wreath all together, and if I think it needs some more, I'll wrap the rest of them if I have enough. So anyway, that is the beginning of our flip-flop wreath. Okay, so I've got all of my little flip-flops covered in the little pieces of fabric, and I did go ahead and cut some more fabric, and there are 8 little pieces of fabric on each side of the flip-flop. And I didn't tell you when I cut this fabric that it was 1 inch wide by 21 inches long, and then I cut that 21 inches down into 4 equal pieces. So I have a couple on here already, these 2 right here, they're attached. I'm going to show you how to attach them. Now when you put them on here, instead of putting them together maybe like toe to toe like this, you want the opposite. You want the back side, you want the like the little toe to the little toe instead of the big toe to the big toe like you would wear them. You're going to put them on the opposite way here. So here my big toe is matched up with my little toe, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and just take the rest of these off so I can show you how to put this one on. You're just going to use a piece of wire, and I just cut a piece of floral wire here. It's very, very bendable, very easy to use. And you're just going to go ahead and wrap a little piece of that around the toe part. I'm just going to go ahead and I just tie like a little knot in it, or just twist it so it's on there good and snug like that. And then I'm going to place my flip-flop where I want it, and then attach this wire part to the wire frame like these are on back here. They're just attached to the wire frame with that wire. So just going to go ahead and put it on there, and then make sure all your little ties are out of the way. You don't want to tie them into a place. And when you've got it where you want it, just go ahead and stick that wire right through your wire frame. And this is why I like to use this wire frame, because you can do this very easily. And once you've got it in place there, you're just going to go ahead and turn it over and tie it in to its place. That way it stays nice and secure and snug. Once I twist it like this, I just take it and I just kind of thread it through some of this wiring on my my wreath form, just so it kind of stays there and doesn't slide around too much. But once after you get all of your flip-flops in place, they are going to stay there for you. So That'll help when you get more on. So anyway, that is the start of getting our flip-flops onto our form. And so I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of this layer on, and then I will show you how to attach the second layer. Okay, so as you can see, the first layer of flip-flops is all attached to the form, and as you're putting this together, they kind of automatically go together here in the center. But what you want to do is just layer them one under, one up, one under, one up, one under, one up, and so on. And then I just attached a little bit of hot glue just so that they kind of stayed together, just like that. Now we're going to go ahead and add our second smaller flip-flop row, and they are actually just going to go in the center where there is a space. You see this space right here in between the big flip-flop. You're going to put a small flip-flop like this, and you will attach it the same way that you attach the big one by just using that wire. Okay, so I have my first layer of flip-flops all attached to the frame. And I'm going to go ahead and attach the second layer now. I've just got them laid up here for now. But what you do is you just lay them going the same way, but just in between each of the large flip-flops. And I'm just going to take a little bit of hot glue and attach them where they are connected to the other flip-flops, and that will be holding them in place. And it's looking oh so cute. And then we will go ahead and put in our centerpiece, and our flip-flop wreath will be all done. So I'm just going to go ahead and just attach these with just a little bit of glue. It does not take much glue at all to hold these in place. And I'm just going to attach them here and there. Now I may go around a couple of times just to make sure that I've got them attached really well in all the spots that they are connected. Okay, now that all of these have been glued down at the heels, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my wire again and attach the front of these just like I did the large size ones. I'm just going to put a piece of wire here and attach it to the frame just like I did the large ones. Now the reason I did the hot glue first is because I wanted them to kind of stay in their space and not move around a lot on me, so it'd be easier to get on. So I'm going to go ahead and get those all wired on. Okay, y'all, so the flip-flop wreath is almost done. If you want to, when you make your wreath, if you would like to add more little ruffles onto your flip-flop strap, you can do that. But I just definitely wanted, when someone saw this, to know that they were flip-flops, so I didn't want to cover them up all the way. That's why I did not put ruffles all of the way. But anyway, next thing that I'm going to do is put the centerpiece on, and it is just this cute little flower. It's actually an ornament for your yard, but I thought it would work so well for the flip-flop wreath. And I just am going to stick it right down in the center like so and glue it into its place. And I'm just using just a little bit of hot glue here. And it will kind of, the flip-flops themselves is going to kind of hold it in place because it's really snug. But I am just going for just a little bit of extra support. Add a little bit of hot glue on some of the back of some of these petals. Just for some added support here. Don't want to lose my flower. Okay. One more here. I'm just, wherever there's a petal touching a flip-flop, I'm just putting a little dab of glue there just to help it. Okay, awesome, awesome. Okay, so now that I've got the little flower in the center, I'm going to go ahead and add some gemstones just here and there on my little flip-flops. Now I may have to glue these on. That one was lost its sticky, but I may have to go back and glue these on, but I kind of want you to see what you can do. Now you don't have to use these. You can use any kind of little sequins you want, or you don't have to do them at all. But I just think it adds just a little bit of bling, and you know, I like just a little bit of bling. So anyway, I'm going to get all of these on so it will look oh so cute. Okay, so I'm just finishing up all my little gemstones that I'm putting on my wreath here, just to add just a little bit of bling. I like just a little bit of shine and bling to things. So anyway, like I said before, you do not have to add this to yours if you do not want it. I was also thinking that you could add little sequins that are like beach theme, you know, with sea creatures and other little, you know, like little flip-flops and things like that that you can get for charms. So I thought that would be cute as well. So anyway, y'all, I think that's gonna be it on the wreath. Looking oh so cute. Okay, y'all, so the flip-flop wreath is all done, and it turned out oh so cute. Absolutely love it. I hope this will give you some ideas on your very own flip-flop wreath, and you can do it any way that you want, whatever design, colors, and anything. You can just change it all up to be what you like, but this will just help you get started maybe on your very own flip-flop wreath. And what a great time of year to make a flip-flop wreath. So anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye now.